is Stacy, and this is Preschool Storytime designed for ages 3 to 5. Let's do our hello song. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello, hello everybody. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello, hello everybody. Hello, hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello, 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 hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. It's like a jelly. Yeah, you'll have to try some. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello, everybody. Hello. So quiet in here. Okay, this is the loud one. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Y'all did such a good job on that one. Woo, that is all right. I think we have just maximized that one. We did it as loud as we could. That is exactly right. You did such a good job. Okay, so let's go over our story time plan. We just did our hellos. Our announcements are coming up. We're going to learn a word in sign language. Then I've got a fun flannel story. Our first book, we'll do a little action song. Our second book, we'll do a couple finger plays. Our third book, then we'll talk about our craft and sing our goodbye song. Sound good? And the craft. Yep, craft is afterward. You're right. That'll be in the craft room over there. Okay, our announcements for the day. Our Super Saturday program this Saturday is Lego Free Play. That's always a fun one, so you just come build. You have Legos. You're prepared.
I have Legos.
You do too? Raise your hand if you have Legos at home.
I do, but I don't play with them outside of Legos.
Awesome. Well, y'all are going to be professionals. You don't. That's okay. You can come play with Legos here.
I have a Mario one and a Stub.
Awesome. Well, that'll be from 10 to 12 on Saturday in this room. So you can just drop in and bring the whole family. All right.
My whole entire family?
Well, you're invited. That's up to y'all. I'll let you work that out. You bring your family. That sounds good. Okay. So does anybody have a guess for what kind of books we're going to read today? What do you think our theme will be?
I think Duck on a Bike.
It would be what?
Duck on a Bike.
A bike? That's a fun one. I should do a bike story time soon, but not. What are we reading stories about today? Flowers. That's right. Spring flowers, because it's a new season. It's spring. It's my very favorite season because of the flowers. I love the spring flowers. Why do they have a frowny face? I don't know. Oh, those sad flowers. Goodness. Well, before we move on to that, that's going to be my felt story, and I'll explain it. I did make those. Do you like them? I spent way too much time on them. Okay. So today we're going to learn the sign. What's our craft today? I'll tell you at the end, okay? Okay, so today we're going to learn the American Sign Language sign for flowers. And so the way that we do that is we pretend like we're going to pinch a flower. So make your hand like a pinch. And then we're going to pretend like we're going to smell it. And so we're going to tap our face on either side of our nose. We're going to go, flower. That's how we pretend like you're smelling. Flower. And if you want to say it in Spanish, the word is flor. Flor. Yes. Very good. So now you know flower in English, Spanish, and American Sign Language. Okay. Let's talk about our sad flowers.
American Sign Language.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, buddy?
Got the Spanish and American Sign Language.
I did it. You forgot it already? Okay, flor is in Spanish, or flor. And then in American Sign Language, we go. Very good. Okay, we've got 5 little flowers here, and I got a little poem about it. 5 little flowers growing in a row. The first one said, I'm purple, you know. The second one said, I'm pink as pink can be. The third one said, I'm blue like the sea. The fourth one said, I'm a very red fellow. And the fifth one said, my color is yellow. Yellow, yeah, that's right. Then, but they're sad. So what do we think they need? Then the sun came out, big and bright. Look at the sun. It is big and bright. Is it? You don't think it's bright? And then all of the flowers smiled in delight. They're all happy now. Happy, smiley flowers. They look better that way, don't they? Your favorite color is red? I really like that flower. Those are pretty colors. Yeah, all the colors are beautiful. Okay, are we ready for our first story? This one is called It's Springtime, Mr. Squirrel by Sebastian Meschenmoser. And this one I like the drawing because you can kind of see the pencil marks. It's just like the drawings you do, except this person has been drawing a long time. Mr. Squirrel woke up one morning to find that the world had changed. And this book is actually a true picture book, which means that you have to have the pictures to understanding the meaning of the words. So we got to look real close at the pictures. If you want to get closer, you're welcome. Why was everything suddenly so bright and colorful? How had it happened?
It's summer.
It's spring.
I get those.
It's spring, roared the bear. Let's lie in the sun, stroll through the meadows, and fill our tummies with fine food. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay, here's one of these pages without words. What do we see here? I see Mr. Squirrel. He's digging. He's got some nuts. He's chasing a worm. He's chasing mushrooms and digging again. He's got a handful of nuts. And then look, he's like laying there like, oh, he's so full. He's had plenty of nuts, I think. Mr. Squirrel's very busy. But the hedgehog had lost his appetite. He had been down at the pond, and there he had seen, what do we think he saw? A lovely lady hedgehog. Oh, yeah, he's pretty excited about that lady hedgehog. He can't even eat. And then he had run away. Luckily, Mr. Squirrel was there to help the hedgehog. It's not easy to win the heart of a lady hedgehog, thought Mr. Squirrel. The best way is to gain fame and glory by showing everyone how brave and strong you are. Do you think that'll work? Yes. Okay, let's find out. In order to gain fame and glory, of course you had to win lots of dangerous fights. So look at that. I see some windmills back there. Little Don Quixote vibes for those of you who get that reference. Mr. Squirrel thought this was quite a good idea. But if you want to win lots of dangerous fights, you have to look dangerous yourself. Okay, so they're going to try to look dangerous. Mr. Squirrel is measuring Mr. Hedgehog up and across, and then he ran away. And look, he brought lots of little decorations back with him. Here they go. They're trying out the decorations to look scary. Does he look scary like that?
He looks funny.
What about this one?
Yeah.
He's got a snail on his head. That's so silly. Oh, here's some more. Look, he's putting berries in Mr. Hedgehog's quills. Look at that one. He's got the snail on his nose. Oh, my goodness. He doesn't look scary, I don't think. Oh, we've got some more. Look at the boot. I don't know. That might be kind of scary. But they kept going. And look, I think that he looks kind of big and scary, don't you? He does look funny. Okay, so they're ready. They're going with that costume. Because Mr. Squirrel was a good and faithful friend, he promised to help the hedgehog win any dangerous fight. But first he had to find a suitable opponent. So they're looking for somebody to fight. Okay, here they are. They're looking over that rock. See them there? What do they see? What's happening here? A bunch of mice. You think those will make a good opponent?
No, they'll just beat them all away, right?
Let's see what happens. Here they are. They're jumping in. What are the mice doing? They're running away. Come closer. You can come sit here.
Running.
They're running away. That didn't work out. So they climbed a tree. And then what happened? The birds flew away too. Well, they're not good opponents. I think I would run too. Mr. Squirrel had imagined something different. They need an opponent who would be at least as brave as they are. Someone big and strong.
Hey, Mr. Bear.
Maybe. That's a good guess. The most dangerous animal in the whole forest is what they need.
A lion, a tiger.
Who's that?
Mr. Bear.
Is Mr. Bear. So after the bear had eaten his fill, it occurred to him that he hadn't seen his two friends in a very long time. He's kind of missing them. Do you see them anywhere? They're hiding, aren't they? All right. Where could the two of them be hiding? What are they doing now? Can you see?
Hey, Ivy.
Yeah, you can see. Do you see? They're sneaking up on him, it looks like.
She's
Okay.
looking up in the sky.
Could they have gotten lost, Mr. Bear is thinking? What are they doing now? He doesn't even feel them. They're climbing on him. And then he says, or maybe they're in some kind of trouble. He's worried about them. They're still just, he doesn't even notice them climbing him.
Yeah, I could feel it. Like, because when stuff comes on my back, I feel it.
You would think he'd feel it, but he doesn't. So after all this thinking, yeah, maybe because of his fur. After all this thinking and his spring breakfast, Bear gradually began to feel tired. So he decided to take a little nap. He still doesn't know where his friends are. Do you see his friends?
Yeah, on his back.
They're on his back. Come on, Mr. Bear. Bear certainly wouldn't mind that they had conquered him. He would soon recover. Now that the hedgehog had gained fame and glory, perhaps they should take a few flowers to the lady hedgehog. Look, they've conquered Bear, but really he just laid down for a nap. But they think that they conquered him.
My arms are hurting.
Your arms are hurting? Oh, my. Okay, so here they go. What do we see here? We see Mr. Squirrel. He's pushing Hedgehog forward. He's got flowers, and he's taking them to the lady hedgehog. What's going to happen? What do we see? What does it look like? No hedgehog. That's right. It's a hairbrush. The whole time it was a hairbrush. And Mr. Hedgehog was so scared and ran away he didn't even notice. It was a hairbrush. Oh my goodness. So now what do we see? Oh, Mr. Hedgehog looks a little bit sad. Look at him there. He's kind of bummed. He was really hoping that was a lady hedgehog. Well, here comes a duck, and the duck says, "That could happen to anybody." Quack, quack. Why did he say that?
A geese would eat them. A geese.
After all, spring has only just begun. Look, it's a decoy duck. He had already fallen in love with a fake duck. So that's why I said it could happen to anybody. The end. Well, that was a silly one. Okay, everybody, let's stand up and get some of our wiggles out. Woohoo! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, this is a new song, so I'm going to keep my little paper. It's called I'm a Dandelion, but it sounds like I'm a little teapot. Okay, we're going to start out small. Everybody get small. I'm a dandelion, oh so small.